Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here again at CAS HQ for another Cars and Coffee event. In fact, it's the last one of 2024. It is December, it is a little bit cold outside, but the weather is on our side. It's with our good friends, West London Classics. So that means there are quite a few classics here, but we have some new stuff as well. And it's a proper mix of cars. Everything from classics such as I'm looking at a Mark 1 Ford Escort there, to BMWs, Mercedes. But look what's in the shop. We have Maguire's Mark 2 Golf, which is gone through a massive transformation. This will be in the showroom till probably the end of January. So if you want to pop down, have a look and just admire the amount of work and the level of detail that's gone into this car. So guys, as we always do, we're going to show you the car park, we're going to walk around, show you some of the cars that are there, and hopefully we can grab 2 or 3 people and talk about their cars. Let's get into it. So starting off in I would say the corner of the car park, or the left-hand side of the car park, we've got an interesting mix of cars. You know, we've got an E36 there, which you would have seen on the channel before. It's the one that's got a panoramic roof, but the roof is off today. He's in convertible mode. He's very brave because it is cold outdoors. W124 on air, slammed on the floor. And then we've got something sort of polar opposite. You've got a couple of cars that are slammed, and you've got one which is jacked up. And the owner of this car has been here before, but he came in a W126, which was absolutely slammed on the floor. Fantastic car. Hello again, Adam.
How are you doing?
So I'm good. So today he's not coming the 126. You've come in a Cayenne, which is the total opposite.
So with winter approaching, you know, as you do, you go on YouTube. I saw one that was lifted in America.
Right.
And I thought, oh, that looks cool. Started, you know, looking at prices of them, quite cheap. So I saw this one come up. It was stock. Bought it.
Is it the V6?
No, this is a V8. So a Cayenne S. It's got a 3-inch lift kit on it. It's got 33-inch mud tyres on there.
It is jacked up on steroids. It looks like it has a purpose in life.
Yeah, I mean, they're very capable off-road cars. Like, I've seen some videos of them, you know, climbing mountains and so on.
Most Cayennes never go off-road, you know that.
Nah.
Total mix of cars here today, and that's what we wanted. It is West London Classics, and there are quite a few classics out today. We've got a lovely G-Body 3.2 here, a newer 3 Series Alpina, a couple of old E23 BMs, 7 Series BMs, which are just slammed on the floor. Ford Granada, but not as you know it. Is that correct, Mark?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Thanks for coming over. Now, doesn't look like a Ford engine, and that's not a Ford badge, is it?
Definitely not.
So can you explain to the viewers, well, what car has this engine come out of?
So that is out of a Toyota Supra. It's a 3-litre straight-six 2JZ, a single turbo.
He just says it like it's nothing. You know, it's a Granada with a Supra engine. Okay, before you go too much into it, why?
So I wanted something different and I wanted to stand out.
And what kind of power do we have here?
At the minute it's at 360.
It's a lot of power for these cars.
Yeah.
These cars stock would be what, 130 brake, 150 brake?
Yeah, so if you got like the Gear X, I think it was
2.8, yeah.
Yeah, it was 150.
It's like a Nardo grey, isn't it?
It is Nardo grey.
It is Nardo grey.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got an Audi colour, we've got a Ford with a Toyota engine and BMW gearbox.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it a mongrel. That's what it is, isn't it? It's fantastic. What a car. Sweet as a nut. Started on the button. That's not how a Granada starts, by the way. You'll still be there trying to start it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got quite a few more classics here as well, and as you can see, there's a good mix of cars here. Another W124, a Lada. Now this Lada is so clean. I never knew Ladas could be this clean, because every time you see a Lada, it's done like a zillion miles and there's rust on every panel. This is far from it. Very, very, very clean. Now, Mercedes R107 on the floor. Belongs to our friend Chiro from Petrolism Live. I've seen this car before. Not many 107s that look as menacing as this one. And now, something that caught my eye earlier on, and I've got to show you this, guys. It's an original 1984 Toyota Celica. I think it's the Gen 1. Yeah, this does say Celica Supra here. And this is very much the OEM spec. It's sitting slightly higher. Very clean car. Very, very, very clean car. Let me quickly show you what we've got in our workshop today as well. So in our workshop today, we've got two of my cars out, and we've got Capri Turbo Technics, genuine factory Turbo Technics. We've done the audio in this, which we finished about 2 or 3 months ago. Very, very, very clean car, and one that turns heads everywhere you go. And then quickly, I've got my 993 Turbo here, and look, everyone loves a Cosy, and this does get a lot of love. I think it's probably because of the color. But yeah, so a couple of my cars out today. Let's carry on walking around in the car park. Right, naturally, I am going to gravitate towards a called Porsche, because that's what I do. And this one looks absolutely amazing. Now, it's the first time I've seen this car, but the owner I'm very familiar with. And some of you who've been watching Cast TV for a while will also know the owner. Come on, Paul.
How you doing, mate?
Very good. So we have Paul from Northway Porsche here, and he's not at Northway Porsche for once. He's over at Cast HQ, and he's bought his lovely 993, which he's been telling me about for some time. And I know you've been saying you wanted to come over here.
Yeah, so I've finally taken a day off.
Yes.
Just to come and see you boys for a change rather than you come over and see me.
And what a car.
Yeah.
I saw it rock in on the CCTV and I thought, I wonder if that's Paul's. And here you are. So look, can I call you the head tech at Northway Porsche? Are you the head tech?
We're all head techs.
Okay, that's a nice way of putting it.
We're all head techs. We all got our own fields.
They're team players.
Yeah, exactly.
And what he doesn't know about Porsches, you don't need to know. And obviously when you are, sometimes unfortunately, when you're a mechanic, you have less time to spend on your own car.
It's like a busman's holiday.
Oh, is it really?
So if I look around this, I go, oh my God, I've got to do that. I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So it's nowhere near finished yet. But it's just at a stage where I can actually get out and enjoy it now.
So you bought it as an original stock 993 C2?
C2, 94 car.
Manual, obviously.
Manual, non-sunroof, which I've known for...
Rare non-sunroof.
Rare factory. So at the time it was either you had it, or it was a no-cost option not to have it. So, but they are rare in that way. So C2 manual with no sunroof. Yeah, and it's got such a history file to it, I just had to buy it.
And you worked on this car?
Yes.
Before you bought it?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you know the car, you know its history.
Yeah.
And I think you've done some nice mods and upgrades, haven't you?
Yeah, so obviously it's got the RS kit on there, genuine wheels, side skirts.
Genuine RS wheels. 10 grand?
Yeah, it hurt.
And he's driving the car in December.
Yeah.
Hat off to you.
It's got to be used. It's got to be used, mate. Yeah, definitely. Pole position seats. Haven't finished the interior at the back yet, so I'm deciding what to do with that. So obviously I'm not trying to make it into an RS because it's not, but it's just going to put my own twist on it. I'm
so glad that you've actually bought the car out and I've seen it for the first time. So yeah, appreciate that. And hopefully we'll see it again at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt I'll see you again at some point at Northway.
Well, yeah, definitely.
In fact, I've got to pick up my 964.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got to come and get the red car in a couple of days anyway.
Thanks for coming down, mate.
No,
cheers.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
Anyway, so I've just found Palm, and you've been busy this morning, haven't you?
Hey? It's too cold up in, no, it's too cold. I've been hiding inside.
Check this out, 991 Turbo. These are Fantastic value for money on this.
It's nice, isn't it?
991 turbo with low miles, 65, 70. Turbo S,
No.
75 to 80.
Really?
Don't.
I'm going to go and buy one tomorrow then.
Yeah, let's go. E36.
It's lovely, isn't it?
No, paid.
It is paint.
£600.
That's not bad for £600, and I've got to say that you've done well.
I wouldn't argue with that, mate, honestly.
It's proper track spec E36. Drift spec, you could call it. Interior, cage, air.
There's some staff that are clearly getting paid too much because they're,
So-
pulling up in stuff like this.
So this is Jason, the cameraman, behind the camera. This is his new purchase, which he's had, what, for 2 weeks or so? Yeah, about. Supra, yes? No. GT86.
Supra. Yeah, Raj has never been a fan of Jap cars,
JDM cars,
JDM, but yeah, this is really nice. So this has got a limited edition TRD kit on it. Jason, it's a really nice car, mate.
So how did
really
you know it's
like
got a
it.
limited edition kit on there? Because it says TRD on the front, is that why?
Turd.
Turd. Okay, so this is Jason's turd. What happened? Your foot slipped? Foot. Right, a car that I've seen quite a few times at shows, and this car has won quite a few awards. I mean, there's a big trophy just sitting there. So it's a Mark 1 Escort, and it belongs to Nick. Nick is here.
Hello, mate.
How are you doing?
Good.
Thanks for coming down.
No
I've seen
worries.
this car before. I know
It's the most popular Mark 1 Escort out there.
It is. Firstly, how long have you owned the car?
I got the car in 2019.
So it's not long when you think about it. I thought you were
No.
going to say like, I've owned it since
No.
1985.
I had one in my early days. It was my first car I bought. But I bought this one and it was parked up for about 25 years in the shed.
Okay.
And it was in decent condition when I got
So,
it.
okay, so it was a barn find, but not
Barn
as,
find.
but not as bad as you'd think when you say barn find.
No, I was surprised when I saw the parts on it.
This is the original factory colour.
Yes, it is factory. It's purple velvet.
That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very,
Well,
very
it's only this colour was only linked with the 1300E. It was a launch colour.
So you've obviously had it repainted.
Yeah.
I quite like this look. You know, it's
Yeah.
an aggressive look with the cibbies on the front,
Yeah.
which appear correct.
Yeah.
And the wheels. The wheels are off a Mexico.
They're off the Mexican RS wheels. So it's something that you could have done if you ordered it from brand new.
Sure.
Fords would have done that for you. I just added my little touch to it. I think it looks better this way. And 9 times out of 10 people say, yeah, it looks better this way than it does original.
I think it does, and there's a reason why you've won so many awards, because the car does look exceptional. The paintwork, the
Yeah.
bodywork, the interior, even the engine bay.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of love that's gone into that engine bay. Obviously, the rocker cover and the air filter cover wouldn't
Yeah.
have been this colour, but that's
No.
something you've chosen to do.
Yeah.
It just looks fantastic. You mentioned something about the battery, which
Yeah, the
only
battery's-
an OEM nerd would know. So do you want
Yeah, this battery is the battery it should have come out with, really. It's a Ford Motorcraft, but because it's 50 years old, they're like hen's teeth, you can't get hold of them. So when I saw it on eBay, I thought, I'm having that. Don't care what I'm paying for
That's
it.
amazing.
And it actually works, the battery as well. Some of them just have it for show, but this one actually drives the car and I use it on it.
And the interior, is that the actual factory stock
That's the
interior?
factory stock interior, just been refurbished. The wood comes as standard, the seats should be cloth, and it's got a deep pile carpet in there as well from factory.
Fantastic car. Oh, you even got the louver at the
The
back.
louver is just a period thing.
It is.
It's a period thing. You either love it or you hate it.
So, fantastic turnout today with West London Classics. Superb mix of cars. The weather has held up, and I think that's really helped
Yeah, it's
in
been-
getting
it's
people
been
out
great.
today. Great food from one of WLC's friends, which is always good to have. This is our 7th event of the year, and it's been a good year for events. Next year we will have some similar events, but we're going to bring in some new events and more to do with audio. You guys have been asking, we've listened. So next year in 2025 you will see at least 2, maybe even 3 bass events, because we know there's a lot of bass heads about.
Yeah. They seem to be crawling back out the woodworks now.
So guys, thanks for watching. Car of today's meet, I think for me, I'm going to say Nick's Mark 1 because he wins awards everywhere he goes. I've never really had a good look around the Mark 1 Escort.
Yeah, it's really
and
nice
you know,
car, that.
he's got obviously he's a bit of an OCD nerd going on there, especially when he's talking about the battery and so on. But I'm going to give it to Nick. What about you?
You're going to laugh at this. You seen the white larder over there?
Oh, we
Mate,
talked about that earlier on.
Mate, that white larder is
So clean.
It's wicked. And you know what? It's just one of those cars. You know, you get in it in the morning, you start it, and you just go. You know, simplicity at its best, and it looks fantastic. But yeah, so I'm going to choose that today. It's wicked.
Okay, we've got a nice mix of
Yeah.
cars there. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, we appreciate the love that you give us. Make sure you smash the like button. Let us know which is the car of the meet for you. We've shown you so many cars in the B-roll. And we'll see you in 2025 at another Cars and Coffee event here at CAS HQ.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.